Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk a little bit louder because I don't have my mic hooked up, but really good training session. Feeling really strong, feeling really good. Again, right now I'm not pushing any kind of like super heavy weight, just kind of like keeping blood flowing, working on my technique and just the movements overall. I did go slightly, not really, honestly, I don't even want to say heavy on my stroke press, but wanted to try to make it a little bit more challenging, get a little bit more out of it. I try to add a little bit more volume into this training session. As you can notice, I did some dips. I did that little quick set of bench there at the end. I did 3 sets of that, along with my bent over barbell rows, my pull-ups, as well as what else did I do? My typical strict press. I skipped the push press. I did more barbell rows. I did my pull-ups. I did 3 sets of bench press. I did 2 sets of dips. The only thing I didn't do was the push press and the barbell holds. I didn't really have time because my wife is inside. She just cooked me dinner. Very, very fortunate thing for that. I'm starving. It's 11:03 right now, so I started at like 8:45, just trying to give myself some time in between sets to recover so I can get the most out of each set. But yeah, really good session. Feeling really good. Gonna go get some food. Make sure I drink a good little bit of water tonight, and get some good rest. I've been doing a little bit better on my sleep. I actually saw a study. It was talking about how consistent time and quantity of sleep is better than like the time of sleep you get if you're going to sleep at erratic times. So if I'm going to bed at the same time every night roughly and getting at least 6 hours, that's actually better than like me going to sleep one night at like 9 o'clock and then the next night it's 1 o'clock in the morning, back and forth. Like, that's the good thing, is I typically go to bed around the same time and I get at least 6 to 8 hours usually. So I've been doing a little better on my sleep, getting to bed at a decent hour. My meals, been trying to stay consistent with that. Been trying to stay on track of my water, all that good stuff. Because obviously just staying hydrated, most of us perform better, less likely to get injured and stuff like that with your ligaments when your body's just full of water and hydrated. You know, water is your natural lubricant. You know, it's 70% or more than that of your body. But yeah, let me quit yapping, y'all. Really good training session tomorrow. I have it's just my conditioning day, so I got some sandbag stuff, a little bit of cardio and stuff like that. Looking really forward to that. Again, I'm loving having like a goal to work to. And other than just coming out here and just kind of doing what I feel like, it's cool to have like a strict, quote unquote, strict regimen to kind of, just something to kind of like a baseline to kind of follow. And then if I feel like doing something, throwing something extra in or changing something out or not doing something at all, I can just kind of mess around with it. But so, matter of fact, go ahead. Again, shout out to my wife for writing all my whole training regimen out. It is now, so today was 68 days until my first comp. So now, 67, it's a terrible 7. There you go. So 67 days until my first comp. I'm feeling good, but all right, let me quit yapping. My wife just made me some good food. So I'm gonna go eat, all that good stuff, and I'll see you on the next video.